Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from JSS Weekend, and we are here with Throw It Together Thursday with an awesome Throw It Together Thursday for you. So if you saw our last 4 techniques, that's what we're doing. We are not doing the first one, but we will be explaining that a little bit more in the video. But for now, we've got little owl cake pops because it's pumpkin spice season, as you can see from my decorations behind us. Woohoo! So make sure you watch our video to see what we do. Throw It Together Thursday. Woohoo! So today we are not going to be doing our triple layer stamp or stamping. That's this. Remember we made this beautiful card. You could totally do this with Throw It Together Thursday, but it's just going to be too much. And we thought since we did a whole entire thing with this, we would just leave it at that, right? Mm-hmm. So this is not a technique that we're doing, but that was one of the 5 we've done this month. So we're going to do 4. So we're doing smooshing and swooshing with watercolors, if you remember what that is. If you don't, go look at it. Stickles smooshing, smooshing with saran wrap, and then our watercolor stamping. So we've got a bunch of watercolor things and stuff today. We're really excited to show you kind of how all of these different smooshing techniques kind of come together and how you can use them all together because it is pretty awesome. So yeah, that is where we are going to start off. So I think we're going to start with the saran wrap just because that's going to be easiest right now. And Mom actually has another idea and thing to show us with this. So we are working on French vanilla, moving my Versamat out of the way and using our all-purpose mat here.
Now, in our techniques, we've used watercolors, correct?
Yes, which I'm going to do again.
Oh,
unless you want to do something else.
You could also use our ink pads.
Want to use an ink pad?
Sure.
Can I have the espresso, please?
Yeah,
espresso or the toffee? I'll take both. Give me both.
Okay. Espresso and toffee. Okay. So, and just like you did with the watercolors, you can put different colors on the saran wrap.
Okay.
Or?
No, I was going to say our technique was with watercolors, but it wasn't. It was just smooshing with saran wrap, so.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's cool.
All right. I flip it over, and then you're going to do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Put it on my hand.
Putting it on her hand.
So you just put it on your hand, and then you just take your hand and basically you smush it in there, and you get
Oh, cool.
a kind of...
Well, that's different.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Maybe I shouldn't have used the espresso. I feel like the espresso was too dark.
Okay.
We're going to try that again with lighter colors.
Yes.
So let's use let's actually use our new color. Bring in the new color, new brown.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
And you want to do shortbread?
Sure. Where is
I think that would be better.
Right there. Okay.
So I did like Mom's thing. This will also lighten. Just note that.
Yes, and you actually could spritz some water on top of it when you have it on top of your hand to make it a more muted.
Here, we'll do that.
Okay.
So we're pulling in a brand new color that is coming out tomorrow.
Ooh, yay.
Acorn. Actually, no, this already came out.
No?
Yes, they came out this month.
No.
Yes, all the colors came out this month with the paper.
For us.
No, for everybody. They released the colors a month early. All right, so if you haven't seen it already, we are going to be using Acorn, which is out there for you guys, I think, already. So we're going to do that. I keep doing this. I should be putting the lighter color on first, first. Take some shortbread, put some shortbread in there. All right. Give me your hand, lady.
Okay.
Give me 2 hands.
2 hands.
A few little spritzes.
Right. And then we're just going to like get that in your hand, and you're going to just go on there, and you're going to smush them so they kind of swish together. You can, obviously
Do it multiple times too.
right, because you've got stuff on here. And if you...
We actually did this in a few albums retreats, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And you could do some more spraying if you want.
I actually want to just take it. So then after she does that, I can open this up and do what I showed you. We can lay it and
then use the rest of the ink that you have.
Yeah.
Which...
This will look cool with the rest of my ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, so we got a base page. I like it. I like it a lot. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to do the watercolor stamping. So I'm pulling in my Versamat again because we're going to stamp. And I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with this butterfly stamp. This is the stamp of the month coming up tomorrow. So we're using our espresso again. And I'm going to just show you how beautiful this stamp is one more time because I absolutely love it. It's just so pretty. And yes, obviously this is all brown tones. We're doing this because we will probably use this for a heritage book eventually. But I'm also taking in, this is what the stamp looks like if you didn't see our Technique Tuesday. I'm taking the film strip and I'm also going to take 34 once again. And this is just showing you, instead of doing it on watercolor paper, you can also do it on a different paper as well. This is, once again, the French vanilla cardstock. So instead of using distress watercolor cardstock, which will be gone as of tomorrow, you can also just do it on regular paper too.
And the stamp that April is working with is our September stamp of the month, so that will be available tomorrow.
I said that, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Was I not listening to
No,
you?
you weren't, clearly. So, and that happened because it dried a little bit on me. Remember, you have to go fast with watercolors.
But I still think it's a cool effect.
Oh, I do too.
In heritage papers, you know, you have those distressed looking pictures and things like that. So it just fits in with what you're working with.
I agree. So let's do one more of this down here. So now we have this, which looks absolutely awesome, which I love. And then I'm actually also going to take this stamp and do it up in the corner over here as well. And look how beautiful that looks up there. So if you saw us on Technique Tuesday, we did use the small round for that. I actually just used the medium round for it just because I wanted to get it faster without it getting wet. And then I did use the small round for the ones down here. But yeah, that's really pretty. What?
Faster without it getting wet?
Without it getting dry. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So now that we have basically the base of this done, we've got to do our stickle smooshing. So I have our
Smooshing!
Yes, smooshing. We're smooshing. So we are going to take our platinum stickle. And I'm just going to put that all over my all-purpose mat.
Ooh.
And we're going to smoosh.
Smoosh away.
Smooshing.
Smooshing, smooshing. Ooh.
So we got glitter all on there now. Scoop up some glitter on the sides. Scoopy scoop. All right. Now we can wipe away our stickles. And that looks pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Gives us just a little bit of glitter. If I wanted to too, I could have actually just like put it on here and then turned it over and squished it. But I kind of like the randomness of this. And then the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to be smooshing and swooshing with our watercolors. So what I'm actually going to end up doing is taking this stamp, the espresso one, well, the one that I did in espresso, the butterfly, but we're going to now be stamping it in intense black. So let me get intense black, and I'm going to grab some scrap French vanilla. So I'm taking my intense black and I'm stamping this on to some extra French vanilla. Right. And then I'm going to fussy cut this out. And then we are going to be doing that smooshing and swooshing with our watercolors. So let me move the base page out of the way. Take in this. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to mix a few. So I took some of 32, 34, and 33, and we're going to just now smoosh this into the center. And that looks awesome. I do want to get a little bit more on the edges, so let that soak in. Kind of mix into the center. That looks cool, right? Mm-hmm. It really does look distressed, especially since I had all three of the colors at once. And now I'm putting that on. That's going to dry really cool. And if something is too wet for you too, you can always take your paper towel and dab it off so it dries a little faster. All right, so then the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take a piece of Espresso Cardstock and I'm going to cut it by 6 1/4 by 8 1/4. 6 1/4 by 8 1/4. If you would like to paper saver, you can. So I'm doing a 1/2 inch around.
That looks like 3/4 of an inch.
Am I doing 3/4 of an inch? Well, now I'm doing 3/4 of an inch. Oh, I did 1/2 inch. I'm doing something. I made the first one accidentally 3/4. That's fine. Still paper saving.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't cut all the way there. Rip that off. All right, so we've got this. Let's grab in our regular paper again. I'm doing it on the dark side of espresso. So taking my Mono Air adhesive. Remember, this one has dots, so if you cut it a little smaller or whatever and you want to put it on under scrap paper, you can, and the dots will stay on your paper. So I know I'm covering up a lot of what we did in the center, but I think that's okay because what we're going to end up doing is now you have this beautiful photo, right? And you still have all of the elements on the edge. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what's cool about making this, because let's say there's a spot that's maybe too dark for your liking or anything like that. You can add something like this and it will be good. And then once this dries a little bit more, I'm going to pop it up off to the side here. And that will be nice.
That's really pretty.
And then you can add any of these other little embellishments all over the page and things like that. But just showing you all of the different smooshing techniques. I mean, I know that they're very random and can all do different things, but if you think about it, we have the smooshing and swooshing with our watercolors, which was this. Remember, you could always do it prior to on your paper and then stamp on top, but I decided for this antique look, I kind of wanted the ink to be there and then the watercolor to go on top because it kind of mutes the ink. So that's why we did it that way for this. Then the stickle smooshing, obviously there's random little stickles all over my page and I didn't place them. They kind of just, fell where they fell. And then we have our smooshing with the saran wrap, which is how you made the entire toffee, it's acorn and shortbread background, which looks really good on the French vanilla cardstock, I think.
Yes.
And then we had our watercolor stamping, which is down here. So we stamped normally and then did some watercolor stampings in the corner. So you've got this really awesome page and you can do this, like we said, with anything. Obviously, I went more towards the heritage because that's the stamp that I was using, but you could do this with anything. I think this would look really cool for a birthday party, like if you have a paint party or something like that and doing all the smooshing and stuff on it.
Or paintball.
Paintball, like anything like that. Yeah, it would look really cool. So that is our Throw It Together Thursday, and we will see you next Tuesday, September, with brand new products. Woohoo! Yay. Also, Sunday is our first Twisted Sisters video, so make sure you catch that as well. All right, we'll see you later. And that's Throw It Together Thursday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. But that is our awesome Throw It Together Thursday. We will be starting again on Tuesday with some new techniques. Yay!
And new products.
And new products. Our brand new Essentials catalog and our brand new idea book, the 2-month catalog has just come out. Woohoo! So we're very, very excited about that. That's out tomorrow. So go check it out if you want any of the product that's currently available. It's all retiring tomorrow, so make sure you go get it. And our weekend in October does have a few more spots, so if you would like to sign up, we would love to see you in person as well. But we do now have another virtual coming at you September 20th to the 22nd, so we'll see you all then. All right, bye. Bye. I was saving these for this video, and she bit off its ear. And that's Technique Tuesday, I think. Oh my gosh.
And that will be cut out of the film.